Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. 1966 replay. Hang on a sec here, I'm getting my coffee. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Kenyon. Let me look at the chat here. See if I'm skipping anybody. Hello, everyone. Okay, this is the second game of the doubleheader. We played the first game yesterday. It was all Juan Marichal, a two-hit shutout, absolutely dominant performance by the Dominican dandy. Today we wrap up this four-game series. The Giants have won two of the first three. Jack Hamilton will take the mound for the Mets. He'll be opposed by Ray Sadecki of the Giants. And you can take a look at the cards here. And I will give you their replay statistics so far. First of all, I want to look at Hamilton's card on my computer games. You get the bar charts if you guys ever play the Windows game. It's much easier to see the percentage of numbers. For example, I can see by looking at the bar chart, for those of you who don't have a Windows game, Hamilton allows 33.4% on base lefty, 32.2% righty. It also shows slugging, everything, how many singles, doubles, triples, home runs, etc. So a pretty average pitcher, solid both ways. Sadecki about average with on base, but he gives up some damage, particularly to lefties, interestingly enough. He's got some home runs on his card, which you can see him right there if you look at it. And a shout out to Ben and Bob who've entered the chat. Hamilton, so far in the replay, has been splendid for the Mets. He's made 7 starts, 2 relief appearances. He's 1-3, but with a splendid 2.66 ERA across 47 innings of work. He has 1 complete game. In 47 1/3 innings, just 37 hits allowed and 30 strikeouts. Walks have been the problem for Hamilton so far, as he's walked 29. Sadecki 2-3 on the season. 0-2 with the Giants. Remember, he came over in that trade, so I only have his Giants stats here. 4.80 in 15 innings. We could look him up with St. Louis. I'll do that quickly. Let's see what his numbers were with St. Louis. He was awesome for St. Louis. 2-1 with a 1.73 in 26 innings. I'm tempted to do something here, and I'm going to do it. I wonder if that does anything. Excuse me while I screw around here. I've always wondered what that synchronized stats does. See, it doesn't do anything. I thought maybe it would combine the stats. It does here. If you look at Sadecki, okay, it worked. All right. It doesn't show it under the team stats, but if I click on Sadecki's card now in the replay, his total numbers are 2-3, 2.85 ERA, 41 innings of work, 39 hits, 26 strikeouts. So that does work, but you can't find that under the primary team stats. That just shows their stats with that particular team. Well, I learned something today. Welcome, Zanicati. Italian, I'm assuming. I am. See, that's how I know how to pronounce it. Anyway, the Mets trying to salvage a split here. Giants trying to make some headway in the standings. And let's go over the Mets batting order today. Ron Hunt leading off at second base. Eddie Brasseau at third base batting second. Remember, Brasseau came in the double switch in the first game and took over at third. Apparently he impressed Westrom enough to where he put him in the lineup in game 2. Cleon Jones is in right field hitting third. Dick Stewart at first base again in the cleanup spot. Ron Swoboda will be in left field batting fifth. Billy Murphy gets the start in center field in the nightcap. He'll hit sixth. Jerry Grody will do the catching and hit seventh. Roy McMillan at short hits eighth, and Hamilton, the pitcher, bats ninth. Giants with a slightly different look defensively. Bob Barton behind the dish. Tom Haller, normally the catcher, is at first base. Tito Fuentes and Lanier up the middle. And Jim Ray Hart down at third. Excuse me, Mookie's trying to jump down on the computer. I can't have that. Outfield left to right of Peterson, Landrum, and Brown. So not only no Mays in game 2, no McCovey either. Kind of a strange lineup for the Giants here in the nightcap of this doubleheader. And welcome to Bill. So let's see what happens today. Umpire says play ball. And here's Ron Hunt to start it off. Hunt, of course, leads the team in hitting at .311. No homers, 5 RBIs. Sadecki, a left-hander, into the windup. The pitch to Hunt is a 6'9" right-handed. Two-hopper down to third. Backhanded by Hart. Throws him out, and we are underway here on a rare Saturday game from Spokane. In my game, they can, Jeffrey. I make it wide open to pinch hitting, mostly because of the limited rosters, which I know you're familiar with. You only got 24 guys a team. You pretty much got to use everybody. Here's Brasseau, .250 average, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. The pitch from Sadecki. That's going to be a 1-6 left-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Sadecki blew it right by him. Quickly 2 down. And here's Cleon Jones now. Jones, .262. No home runs, just 5 RBIs for Cleon so far. Sadecki gets the sign from Barton. Now here's the pitch to Cleon on a 4-11 right-handed. That is a high fly ball to left center field. Peterson and Landrum converge at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Cleon Jones, his first of the season. How about that? 4-11 righty, no doubt about it. He has end power against left-handers. How many did Cleon hit that year? He only hit 8 in real life. That's his first. And the Mets take a 1-0 lead on a 2-out home run by Cleon Jones. Cleon, a player who I've always liked. Key member of the Miracle Mets of '69. Big factor in one of the stars, I should say, of Jeffrey's '69 replay. At least in my mind. And here's Dick Stewart. Stewart, just 200, 7 for 35, does not have a home run. Sadecki staring in now. Here's the pitch to Stewart. It's going to be a 110 left-handed, and that ball is crushed hard to left field. Peterson starts back and just watches that one land into the stands as the Mets go back-to-back in the first inning. 110 left-handed, no doubt about it. And for Dick Stewart, his first home run of the season. Two to nothing Mets. Here's Ron Swoboda. Swoboda playing left field comes in at 196. No home runs, 7 RBIs. Sadecki into the windup. The pitch to Swoboda is a 4-8 right-handed, and he loses in ball 4. So Sadecki, perhaps a bit rattled after back-to-back homers, doesn't even come close to the plate on 4 pitches to Swoboda, and he's on. And here's Billy Murphy now. Murphy, the center fielder. Murphy has not played that much this year. He is 0 for 9 on the season. 2 walks, 1 run scored, 1 RBI. I would assume almost all of his at-bats coming in a pinch hitting role. But he's the center fielder in this one. Runner at first, 2 down. The pitch from Sadecki. 3-8 left-handed. It's a little comebacker. Sadecki has it. Flips to Haller, and that will do it. The Mets jump all over Sadecki for back-to-back home runs in the first. Cleon Jones and Dick Stewart. After half an inning of play, Mets 2, Giants coming to bat. Yes, Swoboda's catch in the series. I didn't know you could do that because you're watching it on the TV. So you're talking to your phone while watching on the... I'll have to try that because I've watched you on the TV before, and the only thing I don't like about it is the chat is off limit to me. I can see it, but I can't respond. So I'll have to look into that further. Oh, technology, right? I mean, I can learn. I've proven that to myself. Just the fact that I'm streaming. For people that know me, they think that's a miracle. Let's go over the Giants lineup here as Jack Hamilton gets loose. It'll be Tito Fuentes at second base leading it off. Don Landrum in center field in the 2 spot. Jim Ray Hart moves up to the 3 spot. He plays third base. Cap Peterson in left field will hit cleanup. Tom Haller at first base hitting 5th. Ollie Downtown Brown in right in the 6th spot. Bob Barton, the catcher, bats 7th. Hal Lanier will be at shortstop for the nightcap, hitting 8th. And Sadecki, the pitcher, batting 9th. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Jeff. That's my goal, of course, is for you guys to be able to read the cards and the dice roll. Okay, Hamilton's ready to work here. Tito Fuentes will start it off. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Fuentes comes into the game at 229. 2 homers, a dozen RBIs. Hamilton gets the sign from Grody. That's going to be a 4-8 right-handed. Fuentes, 4-8 left-handed. It's a triple to 9. That's down into the corner, rattling around. Jones picks it up. Fuentes rounds second, digging for third. He's in there with the daily triple. 4-8 lefty. I read it righty incorrectly the first time. Triple to 9. The roll is a 5. And it's a leadoff triple for Tito Fuentes. That'll bring up Landrum. Landrum 3 for 25 on the season. Does not have a home run. Early in the game, they'll play it back. Hamilton a check of the runner. The pitch to Landrum is a 4-8 left-handed. Same number. This one's going to be a roll of a 12. That'll be a 2-star single. And that'll drive in Fuentes, and it's 2-1, just like that. So Landrum bid for the triple, the same exact number, 4-8 lefty, but he rolled the 12. RBI single for Don Landrum. Landrum not a threat to run. And here's Jim Ray Hart now. Hart 307 on the year, 9 home runs, 23 RBIs. His 307 average leads the ball club, by the way. Hamilton's set now, out of the stretch. The pitch to Hart is a 2-6 right-handed. A single to 5 on an 11, however. That liner is speared at third by Brissou. Throws to first, Landrum back easily. Yeah, there's Franklin. Much different game so far. Mets failed to score in the opener. Put 2 quick ones on the board here in the first and the nightcap. Giants have answered with a run. They have a runner at first and 1 out, and Cap Peterson at the plate. Hamilton into the windup. That's a 5-11 right-handed. It's a fly ball to left field X. That's going to be for Swoboda. It's a tough play for Ron. He's a 3-E-4 as he ranges into the gap. And it is going to be a 9. That's the E range. A 7 on an E4. He makes a nice running catch to retire Peterson. So 7X. Nice play, Swoboda. 2 down. And here's Tom Haller. See, there you go. I'm sorry, Franklin. Haller playing first base. This might be his first start at first base, at least that I can remember. I'm not going to say that with 100% certainty, but here's Haller. On the season, Haller hitting just .208, 3 homers, 7 RBIs, as Hamilton comes set from the stretch. Pitch to Haller is a 4-9 left-handed. It's a high fly ball to right field. Drifting back is Cleon. Just shy of the track, hauls it in. So the Giants settle for 1 on 2 hits and leave a man. After a 1 inning of play, it's 2-1 Mets. The Mets come into the game in last place in the National League with a 10-18 record. Giants 16-21. Here's Sadecki now getting loose for the second. Jerry Grody will lead it off for the Mets. Bottom third of the order due. Grody hitting .216 so far. No home runs, 7 RBIs. Sadecki, the sign from Barton. The pitch to Grody is a 5-5 right-handed. He caught the corner. Strike 3. Grody called out on strikes. Fastball on the inside corner. And the home plate umpire, tongue-tied, rings him up. Hang on a second, I'm looking to see who it is. Al Barlick behind the plate today. Usually Ben provides that information. And hello to Kyle. Kyle's here. Yeah, he's a 4E25 there. And of course, in the old days of Strat-O-Matic, the 4E25 was what they gave when they didn't know what else to give. Here's McMillan. McMillan at 205 on the year, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Sadecki into the windup. It's a 6-9 right-handed. Slow roller to third. Hart charges it, throws across in time. Nice play, Hart, 2 down. And the batter will be the pitcher, Hamilton. Hamilton, a right-handed batter, 1W. Sadecki's pitch, 2-6. He struck him out. Third K for Sadecki. 1-2-3 go the Mets in the second. Just like that, we go to the bottom of the second. I was going to ask Franklin if he had his rice-a-roni, but I keep forgetting this is a double header. So I think he had his rice-a-roni before game 1. Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. I know I keep promising I won't sing. Sorry about that. Ollie Brown will lead it off for the Giants here in the bottom of the second. Brown just 195 on the season, does not have a home run. I don't think he had many at all that year, actually. Just 7 in 348 at-bats. I remember Brown more from the Padres, and he developed a little power later in his career. Not so much this year. Okay, Hamilton gets the sign from Grody. Pitch to Brown is a 5-6 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's the first K for Hamilton. Brown goes down swinging, and here's Bob Barton. Barton doing the catching in the nightcap, hitting just 179, 5 for 28, does not have a home run. Hamilton with the windup on the pitch. It's a 6-5 right-handed. Little slow roller to short. McMillan charging. On the run, he is out. 2 quick outs for Hamilton. And here's Hal Lanier playing shortstop this game. He played second base in the opener. Defense first, hit not much of a hitter. Lanier just hitting 200 on the season. 27 for 135. He does have a home run and 6 RBIs. Hamilton gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Lanier. It's a 5-8 right-handed. Did he go around? He did. He struck out swinging. Check with the first base umpire. He says, yep, he went around. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Hamilton with 2 strikeouts. Two to 1 ball game as we move to the third. Both pitchers settling down nicely in the second. Here's Sadecki now pitching to the top of the New York lineup, Ron Hunt. Hunt 0 for 1 today. Sadecki gets his sign. Here's the pitch to Hunt. It's a 4-9 right-handed. That is a high fly ball to left field. However, he's a weak, and that will be converted to a single. So Hunt settles for a long single on the 4-9. Homer to 15. The roll is a 4. Hunt a weak. That becomes a single. Hunt a star 15 stealer. Let's check the Giant battery. Sadecki is 0. Barton, however, a +2 arm. That's going to make Hunt a 17. He'll be held at 15. He will not try for the lead, however, due to the 8 and 10 automatic caught. That's 8 chances. Out of what would that be? 8 out of 36. For you stat heads. So trying for the lead, he would be caught 8 out of 36. And here's Pursue, struck out his first time. Sadecki working from the stretch. Pitch to Eddie is a 5-4 right-handed. It's a grounder to third base X. This is going to be a tough play for Hart. Hart a 4E30. And here's the roll on the play now. It's a 7, error range, 6 on an E30. This smells like trouble, and sure enough, it will be an error on Jim Ray Hart. Hunt takes second on the play. Error San Francisco. Hart made quite a few errors that season. And that's going to bring up Cleon Jones with first and second, nobody out. Cleon, of course, deposited one into the left center bleachers his first time up. Sadecki now, ready to go. Pitch to Jones from the stretch is a 4-8 right-handed, and he loses him ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Sadecki in trouble here in the third. The base is full of Mets. Nobody out. Dick Stewart coming up. Ron Swoboda to follow. Sadecki just a 5 for endurance that year. Kind of surprising to me, actually. Hamilton a 6, which that seems what I would expect, actually. I would have expected a little bit more than a 5 from Sadecki, but it is what it is. And here's Dick Stewart. He homered his first time up. Infield double play depth. The Sadecki comes set. The full windup. The pitch to Stewart on a 2-3 lefty. He bangs a base hit into left field. That's an open single. Hunt will score. Brasseau could try to score. 11, Peterson a 0. They will hold him up. They'll just play it station to station here. It's an RBI single for Stewart. That makes it 3-1 Mets. And that's going to get him stirring down in the Giants' pen already. Bobby Bolin takes off the jacket. Bolin pitched in this game in real life out of relief. He has not yet made a relief appearance in my replay. He's made, let's see, 9 starts, but no relief appearance. Anyway, he's throwing. And here's Swoboda. Swoboda walked his first time up. I'll try to quit banging the desk. Okay. Bases loaded. Still nobody out. Sadecki into the windup. The pitch to Swoboda on a 3-9. It's a ground ball to second base. To the left of Fuentes. He has it, but his only play is to first, and everybody's going to move up a base. Another run will come in. Brasseau crosses the plate to make it 4-1. Credit an RBI to Swoboda. Jones to third. Stewart to second. And here's Billy Murphy now. 4-1, second and third, 1 out. The Giants are going to pull the infield in here. They feel they can't give up anything else. A little early, perhaps, for infield in. But if I'm managing the Giants here, which I am, of course, that's what I would do. So infield will be in. Sadecki delivers the pitch to Billy Murphy. It's a 5-4 right-handed. It's a grounder to third base X, and Hart will be tested once again. A 4E30. Here's the play on an 11. It's the E range on a 5, and he boots another one. The second error of the inning for Hart, and another run will score. So Jim Ray Hart, the dubious honor of making 2 errors in an inning. And that's going to send Bob Barton out to the mound. Probably to calm Sadecki down. He feels like he should be out of this inning now. Instead, first and third, and still just 1 away. Bolin getting ready in a hurry now. Jerry Grody will be the batter. Infield will move back to double play depth. The pitch to Grody. That's a 5-6 right-handed, and Grody bangs a single into left field. A 1-star single. That'll drive in Stewart. That makes it 6-1. Murphy will stop at second. And here's McMillan. McMillan 0 for 1. Sadecki set. The pitch to McMillan is a 6-6 right-handed, and he walks him to reload the bases. And here comes Herman Franks out of the dugout. And that's going to mean an early shower for Ray Sadecki. That's a shame. It wasn't all his fault. 2 errors behind in this inning, both by the third baseman Hart. Bolin will be coming on. Let's see if we can't double switch here, because he's due up first in the bottom of the inning. don't want to take the catcher out. We'll just make it simple. We'll double switch with the guy who made the last out. Jim Davenport will come in and take over at short. He'll bat in the 9 spot. The pitcher will bat in Lanier's spot. Davenport, 331 at short, so a slight improvement defensively. And Bolin will come in and get loose. Pitcher Hamilton due up. As he gets warmed up, here he'll take a look at the chat. The Mets shut out in the first game, have erupted for 6 runs here already in the nightcap. That's pretty funny, Bob. The over-under. For those of you who weren't here, Kenyon in the first game put the over and under on errors for the game at 3, and now Bob says maybe Hart should be over or under 3. First game was errorless. The top box office movie in '66. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Been a lot of ugly here for the Giants in the third. Okay, Bolin ready to work. Bases loaded, 1 out. There'll be a double play depth. Hamilton will swing away. The pitch is a 5-10 right-handed. Struck him out. And the batter will be Hunt. Let's see, we're going to see what happens here. Runners take their lead. The pitch to Hunt is a 3-6 right-handed, and he walks in a run. Bolin walks Hunt. Another run will score. Murphy crosses the plate. Grody down to third. McMillan to second. RBI credited to Ron Hunt. 5 runs have crossed here for the Mets in the third. Eddie Brassu comes to bat. Bolin into the windup. The pitch is a 5-10 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Bolin fans 2, walks 1. I guess you could say he got out of that relatively cheaply. But 5 runs crossed the plate for the Mets to make it 7-1. 5 runs on just 3 hits. There were 3 walks and 2 errors in a very ugly inning. So we can close the book on Sadecki. 2 1/3, 5 hits, 7 runs. Let's see how many of those were unearned. There's 1. There's the second out. That should have been the third out. Looks to me like 4 of the 5 are unearned. You can check me on that. In any case, it won't matter. The computer game would correct that when I enter the game manually. He also walked 3, Sadecki, and struck out 3. So the Giants, with a mountain to climb now, come to bat in the bottom of the third, trailing 7-1. Well, they're certainly available to pinch hit, Kenyon. And probably will. Jim Davenport will lead off the bottom of the third for the Giants. He came in that double switch. Davenport hitting .299 on the year, 1 homer, 9 RBIs. Hamilton into the windup. Pitch to Davenport is a 6'10 right-handed. Fly ball to shallow left field. Swoboda coming on to make the catch. And there's one away. You can see the real life score. It was 7-2 Mets. So pretty close to that, although it's very early in this one. Hamilton went the distance. Giants used 5 pitchers in this game in real life. Fuentes tripled and scored to open the first. Hamilton into the windup now. The pitch to Tito is a 2-8 right-handed, single to 14. That is past the diving Hunt and into right field for a base hit. Fuentes 2 for 2. And that'll bring up Landrum. Landrum singled his first time up. Hamilton working from the stretch now, ready to work. Pitch to Landrum is a 5-5 left-handed. Did that catch the corner? Home plate umpire says it did. Called strike 3. Second K for Hamilton. And here comes Jim Ray Hart. Some scattered boos throughout the home crowd. Hamilton into the windup. Pitch to Hart. 5-7 right-handed is a grounder to second base X. Tough play for Hunt. A 3E28. Ranges to his right. We've got a not a flat. That was a leaner on the 20. We're going to do a re-roll on the 20. It's a 3. And he can't get it. That'll be a 1-star single. Two-out base hit for Hart. And Cap Peterson will be the batter. Runners take their lead. Hamilton out of the stretch. Pitch to Cap is a 6-3 right-handed. A grounder to the pitcher X. Hamilton a 3E19. Here's the play. On a 15, it's the E rating of 8. What did I say he was? A 19. He makes the play and throws him out. Nice play, Hamilton. 1-3X, side retired. The Giants no runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. 3 innings in the books. All Mets so far, 7-1. Well, I was hoping for a little better game for you guys on a Saturday. That's the way it goes sometimes. I'll be here tomorrow and take Monday off this week. I did get my tire repaired, by the way. It was only $20. So that was good news, and they actually got it back rather quickly. Much better than I expected. Much sooner than I expected, actually, I should say, because they said they might have it all day. Couldn't guarantee me they could get at it. But, yeah, so I'm back on the road. So instead of a Saturday visit to my mom, I'll do it on Monday, which will be her 87th birthday. So that'll be better anyway. Maybe we'll go out to lunch or something. Okay. Oh, I've got to fix this. Hang on a second. I see what's going on. Bear with me, I have to move all of these over. Since the Mets batted around in the third. on the road again. Canned Heat or Willie Nelson? Okay, here's Cleon. Homered and walked so far. Bolin gets the sign. The pitch to Cleon is a 4-9 right-handed, a single to 5 on a 15. That liner is speared at second by Fuentes. 1 away. And the batter will be Dick Stewart. Thank you, Joel, and welcome. Stewart 2 for 2, homered and singled. Bolin into the windup. The pitch to Stewart is a 6-8 right-handed, and he pops him up on the left side. Davenport makes the catch. And quickly, there's 2 down. Here's Swoboda now, 0 for 1 with a walk. Bolin gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Ron. It's a 3-6 right-handed. It's a routine grounder to third. Hart has it. The crowd holds its breath collectively as Hart fires it across to Haller to retire the side. One, two, three, go the Mets in the fourth. Excuse me. It'll be Haller, Brown, and Barton due. Haller 0 for 1. Hamilton the windup. The pitch to Tom Haller is a 6-5 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's K number 4 for Hamilton. Haller down on strikes, and Ollie Brown will be the hitter. Brown struck out his first time against Hamilton. Hamilton's set now. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-4 right-handed. That's catcher's card X. That's going to be Grody. Grody, a good catcher, 2E8. And here's the play. On a 4, it will be a pop out to the catcher. Brown retired. 2X. And 2 away, and the batter will be Bob Barton. Bob 0 for 1 on the day. Pitcher's spot on deck. Barton trying to get on here. Pitch from Hamilton is a 6-10 right-handed. It's a shallow fly ball to left. On comes Swoboda, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Jack Hamilton. 4 innings in the books. It's 7-1 New York. It's a funny thought just crossed my mind. You know, the Mets actually were the team that replaced the Giants in New York, right? In a manner of speaking. I guess they replaced the Mets and, they replaced the Giants and the Dodgers. After they both moved to California. To the 5th we go. Here's Billy Murphy to start it off for New York. He's 0 for 2 today. He reached on an error and scored in that wild third. Bolin, his last inning of work, as he's due to lead off the bottom of the inning. He goes into the windup. The pitch to Murphy is a 2-4 right-handed. That's a high fly ball to deep left field. Peterson is back at the track, at the wall, leaps. It's gone. Billy Murphy has just hit it out of the ballpark. Holy crap. 2-4 right-handed to 7. He rolls the 3, and I'm almost positive that's got to be his first home run. Heck, that's not only his first home run of the season, that's his first hit of the season. So Billy Murphy gets into the hit column in a big way. I wrote it in the wrong spot. My apologies. Billy Murphy joins the hit parade in a big way with his first hit of the season, a home run to left field to make it 8-2. I don't think I have either, Bill. Maybe somebody could look him up. I don't think he played much. Let's see what he did that year. Just 135 at bats, a .230 average. Did hit 3 home runs. Good range rating in center and left, but a high E20. 1 through 14 runner. Apparently he could play the outfield. My guess is not much of a hitter. Is that true, Franklin? I never noticed that. Makes sense. Oh, Murphy's from Tacoma and just died this year. We lost another player here recently. I just read about that. Was that this morning? That doesn't surprise me at all, guys. Thank you for the quick research. Murphy's only year, 3 career home runs. Here's Grody, 1 for 2. Bowling into the windup. Pitch to Jerry is a 6'4" right-handed. A grounder to shortstop X. That'll be Davenport. Jim, a 3E31 as he ranges into the hole. The roll on the play is a 13. He's there and throws him out. Nice play, Davenport. 6-3X, 1 away. And the batter will be Roy McMillan. McMillan 0 for 1 with a walk. Bolin gets the sign from Barton now. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-10 right hand. It's a fly to center field X. Landrum has a long run for this one. Landrum a 3E12. It's a 4. He's not going to get it. That's going to be down and roll to the wall. McMillan out of the box in a hurry. Landrum gets it back in, and McMillan will hold with a double. The Mets shut out in the opener of this doubleheader. But man, have the bats come alive in the nightcap. And here's Hamilton now. He struck out twice. Other side of the state, Bill. Spokane is almost to Idaho. Tacoma, Lakewood on the west coast. Boland's pitch to the pitcher is a 5'9" right-handed. He struck him out. And Hamilton wears the hat trick. Not all that surprising from a one-hitting pitcher's card. 2 away, and here's Hunt. Boland staring in now. The pitch to Ron Hunt is a 1-9 right-handed liner right into the glove of Fuentes. Right in the heart of Hunt's good column. Hit it right on the screws, but right at Tito. And that will do it. The Mets, however, add 1 on the Billy Murphy home run. How about that? After 4.5, they lead it 8-1. That'll be it for Boland. Willie McCovey's grabbed a bat. He's going to come out and bat for Boland. Boland 2 2/3. He allowed 2 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 3. Getting loose from the giant pen is Ron Herbel. Herbel also pitched in this game in real life. I've been to Bellingham. I think that was in 2006. You mean Franklin, you mean Barton, right? So you want McCovey to stay in the game. That actually makes sense. And we can move Haller to catcher. Okay, done. That seems realistic. McCovey did start the opening game of the doubleheader. He can play. And he'll lead off here in the bottom of the fifth. Hamilton set to work now. McCovey standing in from the left side. Hamilton comes in there with a 6-4 left-hander. It's a grounder to third base X. That's going to be a tough chance for Eddie Brasseau, who's a 4E27. Here's the result of that play. 7, it's the E range. The roll of an 11 on a 27. He makes the play for the out. How about that? Fine play, Brasseau, to retire McCovey. So McCovey stays in. The pitcher goes in Barton's spot. Haller will move to catcher. Here's Davenport, 0 for 1. Hamilton into the windup. The pitch to Davenport is a 2-7. Lazy fly ball to center. Murphy patrolling and puts it away for the second out. So Jack Hamilton just cruising along now. 2 down, nobody on, and here's Tito Fuentes, who's 2 for 2 on the day. Hamilton gets his sign. The pitch. 3-7 right-handed. It's a fly ball to right field. That's Jones. He makes the routine catch, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Hamilton. McCovey stays in at first, where he's a 3E25. Haller would move to catcher, where he's a 3E40. And as we move to the sixth, we'll have a new pitcher for the Giants. That'll be Ron Herbel. I'm going to take a short time out here. I need another cup of coffee. Okay, we are back. We played 5 innings. It's 8-1 Mets. Ron Herbel coming on to work the sixth. He'll be looking at Brasseau, Jones, and Stewart. Herbel, a right-hander. On the season, 3 starts, 1 relief appearance. He's 1-2 with a 3.0 ERA in 21 innings of work. And he's ready to go to work here now as Eddie Brosseau steps in from the right side. 0 for 3 so far today, struck out twice. Herbal gets the sign from Haller. The pitch is a 6-5 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Davenport. A 3E31 as he ranges into the hole. Here's the result on an 11. It's the E-range. 7 on an E31, and Davenport boots it. Holy cow. 3rd error of the game for the Giants. E6. Brosseau reaches. And the Giants played a splendid game behind Marichal, but the wheels are coming off here in the nightcap. Here's Cleon now, 1 for 2, homered and walked. Herbal working out of the stretch. The pitch to Cleon is a 4-6 right-handed. It's a lazy fly ball to center. Landrum backs up a few steps and hauls it in. Here's Dr. Strangeglove now, 2 for 3 today. Homered in the first, singled in the third. Herbal out of the stretch. Pitch to Stewart is a 3-7 right-handed, and he loses him, ball 4. 1 out walk to Stewart. And that will bring up Ron Swoboda. Swoboda 0 for 2 with a walk. Herbal gets the sign now. Here's the pitch to Swoboda. It's a 6-6 right-hander liner right into the glove of Fuentes. Throws to first. Stewart back to the bag easily. He hadn't strayed too far. So an L4, and there's 2 away. And up steps Billy Murphy. Murphy all smiles after his first home run of his career in his last at bat. Herbal gets the sign now. The pitch to Murphy is a 2-11 right-handed, and Murphy bangs a base hit into right field. It's an open single. Brosseau can try to score on that. He's an 11 with 2 outs, 13, but Brown with a -4 cannon out there makes it a 9. And if it were a closer game, I would consider that, but they're going to put the brakes on. No sense taking any chances up 8-1. Murphy might be a little disappointed because he could have picked up an RBI there, perhaps. 45% chance. And the batter will be Grody with the sacks full and 2 away. Grody 1 for 3 on the day. Herbal trying to get out of this jam now. He should be out of the inning. Another giant error in this inning. This one by the shortstop Davenport. Herbal set now. The pitch to Grody is a 6-4 right-handed. That's a grounder to shortstop X. Davenport will get another chance. 3E31. Here's the roll on the play. It's the E rating, a 7 on the 31, and he boots another one. Oh my God, can you believe this? This is a first. 2 players, each with 2 error innings. Brosseau scores to make it 9-1. That's right. Jim Ray Hart made 2 errors in the 3rd inning. Now Jim Davenport makes 2 errors in the 6th inning. That's who I was trying to think of earlier, Kenyon. When we were talking about Billy Murphy, I had read somebody had died. It was Al Ferrara. He's in this replay on the Dodgers. Plays mostly against lefties. Kyle, I have. In fact, I use it exclusively on the Windows version of the game, but my big problem with it in Card and Dice is I have a real hard time reading the chart. It's mostly the color scheme. It's just too taxing for these old eyes. Base is loaded. Here's McMillan now. Herbal with the pitch. That's going to be a 5-6 right-handed. Routine grounder to third. Hart has it. Fires down to Fuentes for the force, and that will do it. The Mets pick up another run. That's an unearned run charged to Herbal. They leave the bases loaded. And they lead it 8-1. Going to the bottom of the 6th. Hang on a second, I'm going to get that coffee. Yeah, I just switched cups. It's been all Jack Hamilton here today. Hamilton's allowed just 4 hits so far. He's in his first inning of potential fatigue, an S6 starter. It is, Kyle, absolutely. Landrum will lead it off. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Hamilton gets his sign from Grody now. Here's the pitch to Landrum. It's a 3-7 right-handed. Fly ball to straightaway center. Murphy backs up a few steps and takes it for out number 1. And the batter will be Hart. Hart 1 for 2. Excellent, Bill. Trivia time. And welcome Stephen Perota. Hamilton into the windup. The pitch to Hart is a 2-6 right-handed. Single to 5 on a 7. That liner speared by a diving Brassou at third. Reaction play there. Brassou stabbed at it and it found the glove. 2 down, and here's Peterson. Peterson 0 for 2 on the day. Hamilton the windup. The pitch to Cap is a 3-6. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Jack Hamilton. How many is that now? That's 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts for Hamilton. A 1-2-3-6. Carlton's 19K game, 69 versus Mets, lost 4-3. A Met player hit 2 two-home run homers, and Stephen Perota got it right away. Nice job. Here's Herbal now. He would be due to bat third in the bottom of the 7th. Giants have plenty of bullpen, however, as Marichal pitched a complete game in the opener. Tom Haller will lead it off. Wait a minute. Holy crap, I'm self-destructing here. Oh my goodness. Jack Hamilton will lead off the top of the 7th for the Mets. Almost lost the dice tower there. Hamilton struck out all 3 times. Herbal into the windup. It's a 5-6 right-handed grounder to third base. Routine for Hart, who throws him out. I suppose I shouldn't say anything's routine for Hart, right? Not after this game. And hello, Mike Terranova. Nice one, Stephen. Oh, God, you're absolutely right. That's funny. Here's Hunt now. 1 for 3 with a walk today. Herbal set. The windup to pitch to Hunt is a 1-6 right-handed. He bangs a base hit into left field. And the hit parade continues for the Mets. Herbal a +1. Heller a 0. It would make Hunt a 16. He'll be held at 14. He won't be going anywhere with such a huge lead. Eddie Brasseau will be the batter. Brasseau 0 for 4 on the day. Herbal out of the stretch. 3-9 right-handed. He caught the corner. Strike 3 called. Brasseau down on strikes. 2 away, and it's Cleon Jones coming to bat. Jones 1 for 3. Homered in the first. I remember Bart Johnson. Herbal with the pitch to Jones. That's a 3-8 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 Ks for Herbal to end the inning. No runs to hit, 1 left. The real story, however, aside from the Met offense, of course, today is Jack Hamilton. It will be Haller, Brown, and the pitcher's spot in the bottom of the 7th for San Francisco. Boy, did you ever say it, Franklin. Night and day. Haller 0 for 2. Hamilton gets the sign now from Grody. There's the pitch to Haller. It's a 110 right-handed, and it's a high fly ball to deep right field. Jones back at the track at the wall. It's gone. Home run Haller. 110 righty, no doubt about it. And for Haller, that is his 4th home run of the season. Makes the score 8-2. Ollie Brown will come to bat now. No one throwing as yet in the Met pen. Hamilton gets his sign. The windup. The pitch to Ollie is a 5-7 right-handed. It's a grounder to second base X. Tough chance for Hunt, a 3E28. Hunt ranges behind the bag. The roll on the play on a 19. He's there. Turns and fires in time. Nice play, Hunt. 4-3X, 1 away. And Willie Mays has grabbed a bat, and he'll come up and bat for the pitcher, Herbal. So here's Willie Mays. I'll give you his numbers. On the season, 298, 12 home runs, 29 RBIs. 12 home runs, second to only Hank Aaron in the majors so far. Hamilton ready to work now. The windup. The pitch to Willie Mays is a 4-7 right-handed. Fly ball to straightaway center. Murphy backing up a few steps and pulls it in. And that'll bring up McCovey. McCovey is second time up today. McCovey flew to center his first time up. No, he didn't. He grounded to third. I beg your pardon. McCovey pinch hit for Bolin and grounded to third. 2 down, nobody on. Here's the pitch from Hamilton. It's a 4-8 left-handed Tripled 9 on a 20. McCovey will settle for a long single. McCovey at first, 2 down, and the batter will be Jim and Davenport. 8-2 Mets here in the bottom of the 7th. Mays really shouldn't play the field. He didn't play at all in the doubleheader, which makes me think we're dealing with a minor injury here. I'll take poetic license a little bit and let him pinch hit, but that's as far as I'm going to go with Mays. Here's Davenport now, 0 for 2 on the day. It's a 2-6 right-hander, a little comebacker. Hamilton takes it, takes a couple steps towards first, and tosses it to Stewart to retire the side. The Giants get a run on 2 hits, a Tom Haller home run. After 7 complete, it's 8-2 Mets. And honestly, Franklin, I don't think it's going to matter at this point. So we'll need a new pitcher for the Giants. They did use Bill Henry in real life. That almost seems like a suicide move at this point. Let me check the usage on some of these Giant pitchers. We might do that. The game's out of hand anyway, right? Gibbons a little over. McDaniel could pitch. Wait, I've got the perfect guy for this situation. It's going to be Bob Pretty. So Herbal worked 2 innings. Gave up 1 hit and a run. It was unearned. Walked 1 and fanned 2. Nice job by Herbal. Well, I used him now, Bill, because honestly, I thought it might be his last chance to get an at-bat in this game. The way Hamilton's mowing them down. So here comes Pretty, the right-hander. Let's check his replay stats. He's been awful. 5 games, 4 1/3 innings, and an 8.31 ERA. Like I say, he's the perfect guy for this situation. He'll be facing Stewart, Swoboda, and Murphy. Stewart 2 for 3 today with a home run. Pretty set now. Pitch to Stewart is a 4-10 right-handed. That's catcher's card X. That's going to be Haller. Haller a 3E4, and here's the roll on the play. On a 16, it is a pop out to the catcher, 1 down. That'll bring up Swoboda. Swoboda 0 for 3 on the day, walked back in the first. Pretty gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Swoboda. It's a 6-7 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down goes Swoboda. Pretty trying to lower that ERA here. And here's Billy Murphy. Maybe not the player of the game, but certainly the surprise player of the game. 2 for 4 with a homer for the seldom used Billy Murphy in his only big league season, as we discovered here earlier. Pretty into the windup. The pitch to Murphy is a 4-3 right-handed. It's a fly ball to right field X. That's going to be Brown. Brown a 2E7 as he ranges towards the gap. On an 18, he runs it down nicely to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Pretty. And thank you for the research, Bob. I'm laughing at Bill's comment now. It's not going to work twice, Bill. Yeah, Bill already rattled me yesterday with the Christmas tree story. I'm immune at this point. And here's Jack Hamilton with a commanding 8-2 lead in his third endurance inning. And he'll be facing the top of the San Francisco lineup. Tito Fuentes 2 for 3 on the day. Hamilton's set now. Pitch to Fuentes on a 2-7 right-handed. There's a ground ball to second base, fielded there by Hunt, who throws him out one down. Hamilton allowed 2 hits in the 7th, so you would only need 2 hits and or walks to fatigue here in the 8th. And here's Landrum 1 for 3 on the day. Hamilton gets the sign. It's a 5-4 left-handed. That's catcher's card X. That's going to be Grody. Grody a 2-E8. Here's the play. On a 17, foul out to the catcher. 2 quick outs for Hamilton here in the 8th. And here's Jim Ray Hart, 1 for 3. Hamilton into the windup. The pitch to Hart. That's going to be a 2-4 right-handed. Lazy fly ball into right field. Jones barely has to move, and it's an easy inning for Jack Hamilton. So Hamilton, trying to duplicate his real-life start in this game, he went the distance, allowing 2. 7-2 the final in real life. Oh, you know what? That's on me, Franklin. I forgot about the Mookie Cam. We've got 8 in the books here. Here, let's take a look at him. 8-2 Mets after 8. And he's back up in the tower today. Hey, Mookie. It's all tail. All tail today. Bob Pretty in his second inning of work. Jerry Grody to lead off. Grody 1 for 4 on the day. Pretty gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Grody now. It's a 5-9 right-handed. A grounder down to third base. Hart has it. Throws him out one down. That'll bring up Roy McMillan, the shortstop. 1 for 3 with a walk. Pretty the windup. Pitch to McMillan is a 1-4 right-handed. He pops him up on the left side. Davenport will take it. And there's 2 down. Hamilton will hit, of course. He's going for the complete game. Here's the pitch, right on right. 6-9, struck him out. So Pretty with 2 scoreless innings. That should lower his, what did I say it was? 8.31 ERA in 4 1/3 innings. I tell you, the way he's growing, he's going to be about as big as a raccoon. And the story here today, of course, once again, other than the explosion of the Mets offense, is the fine performance of Jack Hamilton here today. He's pitching a gem. I want to thank everybody for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Hamilton going for the complete game. Peterson, Haller, and Brown standing in his way. Looking at the giant bench. Gabrielson's available. Peterson's going to bat. Hamilton into the windup. The pitch to Peterson is a 3-6 right-handed. He struck him out. Peterson down on strikes for the second time. And the batter will be Haller. Haller 1 for 3, a home run. Hamilton gets the sign. The windup. Pitch to Haller. It's a 5-11 left-handed. It's a fly ball to left field X. Tough play for Swoboda. 3-E4. Here's the roll on the play on an 8-E range. It's a 3 on an E4, and it's off of his glove. That's going to be a 2-base error on Swoboda. Well, Haller reaches on the 2-base error by Ron Swoboda, and that'll bring up Ollie Brown as Len Gabrielson moves into the on-deck circle. Pitcher's spot to follow. Hamilton gets the sign now. The pitch to Brown. 3-12. It's a comebacker. Hamilton has it, looks the runner back, and throws him out. And the Giants are down to their last out. And it will be a pinch hitter for the pitcher. Len Gabrielson comes to bat. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. I'll pass that along. Gabrielson hitting just 172 on the year with a pair of home runs. Hamilton trying to close it out here. He's set now. The windup. The pitch to Len is a 6-8 left-handed single to 3. Grounder fielded by Dr. Strangeglove, who takes it to the bag himself, and that's the ball game. 8-2, the final. All Mets here this afternoon, and I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. Hell of a game by Hamilton. With the win, he improves to 2-3 on the year. Sadecki, with the loss, drops to 2-4. Hamilton, in completing the game, he allowed 4, 5, 6 hits, 2 runs. He did not walk a batter. And he struck out 4, 5, 6. I'd have to agree, Franklin. I think Hamilton's your player of the game. And coincidentally, he matched his real-life performance in this game. He pitched a complete game, allowing 2 runs. The final in real life was 7-2. So pretty darn close. Yeah, Kyle, I'll do that. Can you hit me up in an email? You can find that on my channel. Well, certainly an honorable mention for Billy Murphy. That'll probably be his game of the season right there, 2 for 5 with a homer. And let's see, to total it out for you, Mets in winning, 8 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. The Giants, very sloppy game, 2 runs, 6 hits. They made 4 errors. And the first time I've ever seen this was 2 players on the same team to make 2 errors in 1 inning. It happened here today. Jim Rayhart made 2 errors in the 3rd inning. Shortstop Jim Davenport made 2 errors in the 6th. And an attaboy to Bob Pretty, who lowered his ERA dramatically. I'll be interested to see what it comes into. He probably halved it, don't you think? Remember, he'd only worked 4 1/3, I think, coming into it. What was it again? Yeah, 4 1/3. So now he has 6 1/3 with 4 earned runs. Which should be an ERA of 6. No, he didn't have it, but he lowered it about 2.3. And I'll be back here tomorrow at the usual time. Let's see what's on tap. Normally I have this set up. See, I'm slacking today. Last doubleheader and the last games on the schedule for May the 22nd. It's going to be the California Angels at the Washington Senators for a doubleheader. And in the opener, we will have Fred Newman for the Angels against Pete Rickert for Washington. So please join me for that. I'll be looking for you. In the meantime, everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Wishing you all a great weekend and a very pleasant good evening. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.